Hey guys, happy fabulous Friday. It was cutting out every few seconds, even on my phone, so I knew that there was a problem. I went ahead and I changed. Sometimes when my phone isn't on focus mode, and that's also why it's like if I get several emails, it'll pause the video. So hopefully you guys are able to tune back in. Sorry for that. So I was showing you guys, thanks for tuning back in. What we're making today is a Mad Hatter Tea Party card. I wanted to do this fun little Mad Hatter card using the Tea Boutique designs. So what we're using are the card fronts from the Tea Boutique. And so they're super cute. I love the card fronts. And we have the matching envelopes, which are perfect. And this is only $10 for 20 card fronts and matching envelopes. That's pretty impressive. So as you can see, I mean, look at, it's pretty cool to get all these card fronts. So that's all the bases that you need. Then I'm also using the Tea Boutique 6x6 paper, which is really pretty. And it has obviously a tea theme, but it also has all this great garden stuff with it, which is kind of nice too. I actually really like this sheet with the letters on it, the citrus, really fun. And this one, which actually matches the envelopes really well. So all super cute. So that's our paper, and you get this big stack. It's 48 sheets of paper in here. I thought it was 12 by 12 paper, but it's only 6 by 6. And then you also get these sheets, which are the main thing that we're going to be using. So we're going to be using this, this card base, the green card base, like the Mad Hatter. And then we're going to be using this stitched rectangle die piece. And it is the 4th die down in the set. Okay, and so that's the one that we're going to be using. Then we're going to have to do quite a bit of fussy cutting. I should have done more fussy cutting before you guys got on, but this is what's happening. So I'm just going to cut out a couple of these. So last night I was doing, I've been doing these little 30-second card videos that I've been telling you about, the little mini ones. Oh my gosh, my water bottle upended just as I finished my card, thankfully, and my videos. So thankfully that helped. And I'm cutting out, I want to cut out, I think 3 teapots. I feel like 3 is good. I like having the tall, I need at least 1 tall one. Maybe I'll have 1 tall one, and let's see, what's the next? Or maybe I'll have 2 tall ones, because I don't know if I'll save. I'm going to save these little half pieces, because I have used these half pieces before for a few other things in other designs of stuff. So I'm going to save these half, like especially these ones here where you can see the spout, because if this were tucked under another teapot, it would be perfect, where you wouldn't know that it was covered, So this is a good tip. So if I were making a different card where I was layering the teapots as well, I could easily tuck this behind this larger teapot, or you know what I mean, or if I had it, you know, if however I had it, and then you wouldn't know that I was missing one, you know, I would have it tucked around. And so that's a missing part of it. So I'm saving that one little piece, and let me see what's the next one I can grab that would be easy to cut out. Okay, I've got a red one already. Let me grab, I'm gonna grab this Orchid Oasis one. I'm going to kind of cut roughly first and then trim, because sometimes it's hard to do it with such a large piece of paper. Okay, so we're done with our teapots. We're just got to trim this up. Okay. Oh, and there's a little spot here on this edge. There we go. Okay, so I've got my little teapots, and then I need a couple cups. It looks like I need like 4 cups. So I'm gonna go ahead and take, well, I've got that pale one. So let me cut, you know what? I'm just gonna cut right, let me cut right across here. Oh, I can cut like this. It's not like I'm wasting them. And I need a few of them. I don't think I'm going to use both of these red ones here, but I've still got to do my 30-second video. I was going to try and do my other 30-second video, the one for this last night. I'm glad I didn't, because I came up with a different idea to make it a little more Mad Hattery. And so yeah, sorry about the reception being funny. Last time I replaced my phone because I kept getting such bad, you know, reception, and just kept going green, and it was just nonstop. And I tried everything possible thinking that it was me, but it was the phone, because the phone had reached its capacity, you know, with not storage, but just because it was too old of a phone. And so that was kind of a bummer, because I didn't really want a new phone. Okay. But that was just a year ago. I'm not replacing my phone again now. You know, I know some people that do that. My car is 18 years old. I'm trying to like just take care of her as long as I can. Now it's almost like a matter of principle. And I think if I were to try and trade her in, you know, they would just scrap her, you know, for parts. I'd probably make more money on parts with her than, you know, trying to actually use her. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp. Before I glue this on, I want to arrange all my pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the Charming Sentiments stamp set, and I'm going to use Tahitian Tide. Now this isn't exactly Alice's color. It does look a little bit like the tie that he wears, and so I went ahead and stuck with Tahitian Tide. I just thought it was good, and it would match our teacups. I just thought it was a good one. And Charming Sentiments is a great stamp set. There are also dies that coordinate with this stamp set, which is really cool. So it will cut out the shape of these fonts. And I thought that was kind of neat that there's a die set that matches it. I don't have the die set, but I know other people that do. But the sentiments are actually really good. I think it's a good one. This one is a $1 Million stamp set from Lisa Curcio. Yeah, Curcio. Yeah, I'm trying to, it's pronounced differently, but she's one of the $1 Million sales people. only 1%, less than 1% of the company get to the $1 million level. And there's a lot of us, you know, which, but, you know, most of us don't become millionaires. We do this as like kind of like our side hustle to make a little extra money, and also just kind of to pay for our crafts. That's why I do it. I just want to pay for my crafts. I want to pay for the crafts that I have, and that way I don't have to buy them with my own cash. I can use the credit that I get from the different sales. So what I want to do is arrange my little teapots. Yeah, see on this one I used 2 tall ones and 1 small one. It just happened to be what I had cut out. And so part of me actually almost thinks that this tall one should be in the middle. And maybe I'll make this red one the one that pops up. I kind of like that idea. And so, and then for the cups, this was actually a cool idea, better idea, because for the cups, let's see, I think I'll put this cup over here. For the cups, I had them 3D, kind of like haphazard, like that. I like that. I think that's a good design. And then we'll figure out what to do. Let me place these big ones first, and then we'll figure out what to do with my let me paste this one in the middle. What to do with the little 10/6. I remember learning what the 10/6 meant at one point, and I forgot. That the Mad Hatter always wears. My sister loves Alice in Wonderland. Whoops. Even if it's a little crooked. I kind of wanted this one to be a little straight, but actually not really. I probably should have had it more crooked, but so this one I'm going to put like this. Maybe this one I'll put like that. Okay, so this one I'll put down. Oh, and having it maybe a little more like that. Yeah. Because that way it comes off the edge a little bit more. I kind of like that it's not fitting exactly in. And that also gives me some more room for my cups. Oops. I have a little bit of glue on the back here. Let me get my eraser. I still haven't found my Stampin' Up! Eraser that I've had for 15 years. I have a feeling that the cats found it, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? It's like chewy. I have a feeling the cats found it and have moved it somewhere, played with it. I'll find it. Now that I bought a new one, I'll find it. Now, this one I didn't get from the Dollar Tree. I ordered from Amazon because someone told me the ones from the Dollar Tree don't work as well, which... you know, hey, if it works for you, do it. I just happened to, I haven't been to the Dollar Tree and wasn't going to make a trip there. And so, yeah, I just wanted to pick up that glue from the back, because what'll happen is when I stick it down, I know it doesn't seem like a big deal because it's just a tiny bit. What'll happen though is that it'll stick down and fold down. And so then it'll be folded against the label, and you don't really want that look. Okay, and then I want my 3D red one. And so, I don't know if I told you, I showed you in the other video, but the back side of all of this paper is very neutral. And it's the same pattern of the cards for this one. But all the back sides of the paper is pretty neutral designs, so that they would be a good layer to have underneath. So if I really wanted, I could have taken a Tahitian Tide layer and put it on the back, but I didn't. So I tried to keep it more simple. I tried, but then I got a little distracted, added some more stuff. So, all right. So now we've got, let me trim this little bit of the teapot. You can see it. It's a little wonky. No one's gonna notice it but me, but still. Alrighty, and so then I want this one to be off to the side like that. Then I want this purple one here for sure, because I don't want it a purple against purple. I want to try and avoid that if I can. And so then we're going to be stacking these on here. Let me get some dimensionals on the back. I could have also grabbed a red cup. There was another red one, but I just grabbed the 4 that I had cut out. This lighter sorbet one, I could have, sweet sorbet. I could have cut one of those. I don't think I have one here. Or maybe I do. No, I don't. I don't like that purple on purple. So let's do green, then red, and then purple at the top. No, we got to do it this way because the handles. Oh no, we can do it. Okay, there we go. I got to get the handles opposite. I just find that it looks better when the handles are opposite of each other. And I'm tucking them underneath each other. Yeah, so they're gonna stack like that. And then what I did is this little scrap is from, just the edge of the paper. You know, when you're cutting a 4" by 5 1/4" piece, you always have this long scrap of white. And I use these for labels a lot. You guys will see me. And so I thought it would be fun to have this 10/16 T piece. Now this one I adhered with a little, bit of, I might have to fix it a little, but I adhered it with a little dimensional. But a part of me wants it to kind of just hang. So let me cut one to show you how I cut it. And then, ow, I just stabbed myself with my own scissors. Sheesh. Let me get this straight. Okay. And I didn't use the trimmer. Now, if you feel concerned, you can get the trimmer. All I'm going to do is cut a small rectangle. Okay. And I want that little, now they do sell a little tea bag die with this stamp set that goes with the tea. I showed you that card my friend Marsh gave me. It's here somewhere ever since the water last night. I don't know where things are. And so there's a little tea bag die in there. Since I don't have that, I thought I could try and replicate it. So make your little rectangle. Then I want you to try and cut off a triangle from each side. Now I know it's a little tricky because you want to try and make sure that they're even, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. They're a little long, so I'm going to cut a little bit more off the top here. And so there's my little tea bag. It's not perfect on each side, but I did it by hand, you know what I mean? So, but I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to take these pieces away before they wind up somewhere. Okay, and then I'm taking my Stampin' Write marker. Now, you can write with the narrow tip. If you write with the narrow tip, it's going to look like that. But I kind of want it to be a little bit bigger. And so I'm going to try it with the large tip. The brush tip, they call it. There we go, 10/6. And I forgot what this means, but it means something in the Alice in Wonderland world. It does mean something. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a little glue dot on the back here. Or, because I want it to stay on. So I put a little glue dot down. I love our glue dots. They're the best. And so I put a little glue dot and put the edge of this twine here is called the 2022-2024 in color baker's twine. And I thought it was just 10 yards total. It's not. This, I think it's 50 yards of twine, or something insane. Like there's a ton of twine. I think it's 10 yards actually of twine on each spool, because it's like never ending. And here's the Tahitian Tide. I almost used the Tahitian Tide, but I love the green so much, you know, matched up against that card. And we use the blue in other areas. So I haven't cut my piece off because I'm trying to figure out where. I guess I can just cut it and we'll just go from there. I might have a little extra. And so I love this twine. I have used it a bunch on a lot of different things. So the reason why I haven't glued everything down yet is because I want to figure out where I have this T piece hanging. I've considered putting it behind the label here, the large label, and like making it twirl around in like a, I think I stabbed my finger a little bit hard there with those scissors. It's gonna try and have it like kind of swirl around. But then I thought, well, it should come out of the T though. And so I was having it come out of the T here, but I kind of want it to hang down. Part of me wants it to just hang off. Maybe I'll put it on this one. Let me attach these and then I'll wait to attach this last one. Okay, so I'm not going to attach that last one because I might put the twine underneath it, which is what I did here. I put the twine under, I tried to put the twine underneath it, but as you can see from the side, it's a little bit crooked because I did it after the fact, so it looks a little off. It's just minimal, but it just needs a little something. So I'm going to glue this piece down. Let me glue down the whole label for now. I need to send off some cards to some people. All right, and let me get this centered. And it's funny that the dark stripes, the Mad Hatter doesn't wear stripes in the cartoon, but he has like a mix of the parakeet and the dark. Like this is almost like a Granny Apple and the parakeet party together. It's kind of funny in my mind. But see how like that thicker, see how the thicker writing is a little bit better than this thin one? It's almost like I was having trouble making them an even thickness. So in my opinion, the thicker one looks a little better, just letting you know. So I can have it hang down. See if I have it hang down from here, from the side, like it's inside the teapot. Because I kind of want it to dangle. That's actually kind of cute. That might be a good option, as if it's coming out of this teapot. Or I can have it coming out of this little cup of tea. I don't really want it. Oh, that's better. I like that. I shouldn't have glued this one down. I kind of like it on the right hand side. I guess I just want it to where it's not even, and then that looks good. I like that one. And now let me try it underneath this one. I feel like I want to put it under here because it seems so natural. But it seems like a lot going on. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like a little too much to have the tall and this dangle thing. So yeah, I'm going to put it on this shorter one. You know, when you're thinking of proportion, and I don't know if I just learned this in art classes or what, but when I think of proportion, that's what I'm always thinking of. You know what I'm going to do here? In order to cover up my little glue dot, I'm going to take my mess up one and I'm going to put it on the back here and just kind of trim it off just to cover up that glue dot so it can dangle a little bit more. There we go. There we go. And so now it's like fully covered. All the string is encased. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this little dot. Take this little teapot piece. And you guys have seen me do this before. Sometimes you just have to take off the dimensional. Just be gentle. The foam will usually come off from the main piece. You might have to tear a little bit off of where you're coming. I'm going to put another dimensional on it, so it's not going to be a huge deal. Where'd they go? There they are. Yeah. I might even put some, I don't know, something. I feel like I want to put like something on here, but I almost thought about putting some of these gems on here. They don't really work. Let me grab one more option. The only other thing I can think of that might work would be, no, I don't want those. I have these flowers. Those might work. So I was thinking maybe I need some in color. And I think I've used all my dots. Oh no, here's some. These would work. These matte decorative dots, these will work. Let's try these. We'll try those on in a sec. Okay, so let me go ahead and take off the backing of, oops, I did that wrong again. Okay, I want this to hang down. So how far do I want it to hang? So I like to having this hang down. I think that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, and I could have technically put this twine on top of the dimensional, but I kind of like the idea of sealing it down, and then I know it's not going to come loose. Let me trim off this little piece. Yeah, it's hanging enough. And also then if it flips around, it's a good thing I covered it, because then if it flips around, there we go. There we go. Cute, right? So just a little, it hangs down just a little bit. It's almost too long because, you know, it's almost longer than the edge of the card. Almost. I could have shortened it just a touch longer. And I thought maybe I'll put some, this is enough where I'm going to save this piece because this could actually tie around something. And I'm making another card with this, so cute. That looks good. I thought maybe I'd use some of these. I haven't used these ombre dots very much, but I kind of want to use them a little bit. Part of me wants to just kind of throw some on here and see. Let me grab my tweezers. Let's see. If I put them, I'm going to put them like right here, I think. So I think I'm going to put, I think I'll grab a couple of these green ones. Oops, that one didn't keep its dot. Sometimes when you're sliding it off, it won't keep the dot. Let me grab another one. Oh, that one lost its dot too. Weird. Whoa. Wow, all of these are losing their dot. Let's see if I can get it to stay. There we go. And let me grab a orchid one. And oh, that looks fun. Having the different colors, I think, looks really cute. And I think I'll do the same thing on the other side. That looks really good. And then let me grab a green one. Fun. That looks actually really fun. I like how that turned out. That's cuter than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't sure about it, but I like it. So, oops, and there's one of my wayward little pieces. So, that is our card, you guys. Where's my... That's our card. That turned out good. I hope you guys are having a good day. Sorry about the technical difficulties. It's always, you know, on a Friday. It seemed to have lightened up the, you know, the server issue. It seemed to have stopped, but it was really bad. It was like every few seconds at one point. I'm gonna see if I can move this one over a bit. No. What about this one? Or maybe I'll just add one more. I'm gonna add one more. I want like, no, I like the 3. I like the 3. I don't know, it looks a little bit like candy. Looks good. Cute. So cute. I love this. I love how this turned out. Yeah. And you got your little 10/6. That actually turned out way cuter than I thought. So the only problem is that, you know, gotta fix your little tea bag, but that's so cute. I like it hanging. I have to say, I think I really prefer it hanging. On this one, I don't have it hanging, and I don't think it's as cute. It's fine. It's just not as cute, you know? And so I think this one turned out better. And I definitely need to add some little dots to it. So fun, right? Well, thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. Remember, these are all the Tea Bouquet cards and the Tea Bouquet paper. I think it's called Tea Boutique. Boutique, not bouquet. Tea Boutique cards and paper. And the matching envelopes, which look so cute. And so even though technically my card doesn't have flowers, I don't think there's any problem with mailing them together. And so, yeah, I think that that's fine. So, and oh, and this is the 4th biggest rectangle from the stitched rectangle dice. So, well, thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. I hope you have a great day, and I appreciate you and you watching. And I hope that you got a little Disney inspiration today. And yeah, I love the Mad Hatter Tea Party teacups. I love how they look, but as I've gotten older, I can't do that spinning. I get pretty sick and dizzy. I guess I've just changed. When I was a kid, I thought that was the best thing ever, but now that I'm older, I can't do that. I'm like negatory. We're not doing that. So, well, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. All right, bye.